I love the fact that you're a global company. I know you're really proud of that too. I think you've mentioned the word humbling to see that something you've started is suddenly now accessed worldwide. And as you said, it could be in somebody's hands in a matter of days. Can you share any differences on, not necessarily sales figures if you don't want to share that, but trends you see from sizes or product interests, how that varies by the rest of the world and geography?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question. And we're so fortunate to be in this position that the company has grown to be available on a global basis. But with that whole process, there were so many challenges. What's the right thing to do? How do you get the awareness out there? Because I think that's one of the most important things about Justick. It's a total different technology. People don't even know that it exists.
Correct.
So how do you purchase something that you don't know exists? And that's the whole thing. It's there was this constant, trying to figure out how do we market the product? How do we get people to be aware of this? Because we've seen that as soon as somebody gets in touch with Justick, they just absolutely love the technology. And we've also seen that turned into sales.
Sure.
It's amazing. And a lot of our sales now globally is actually resales. People see it, they show it to their family and friends, or they buy it for their family. And especially with products like the Mini. I mean, it was semi-corporate products in the beginning. The Mini came about, that's now like a crossover product.
Sure.
And that's became so popular in houses, in kids' rooms, on fridges. It's just crazy. But also, we're in a fantastic position. We're so fortunate to be able to see what's happening in different parts of the world. Because with new technology, you don't always know how to position it. And it's so diverse, Brian. It's really crazy. I mean, we look at Japan, for instance.
Sure.
Japan had a total different approach. Other countries would say, give me a whole mixed container of products. So they would have the Mini right through to the large boards, and they would sell them in different sectors. What I've seen is obviously they position them. So they would have a Mini, for instance, and position that in a home type of market, or the desktop in a corporate environment, or the whiteboards in education. So they have their local partners and they segment the products and obviously sell them. And if you look at the Japanese market, they had a total different approach. They started with one product and they said, okay, we're going to go into the market, we're going to make this successful. And they've done with the desktop. I mean, we've sold in excess of 40,000 desktop pieces in Tokyo over the last couple of months.
Wow.
And after that, they said, okay, we're now ready for the next product. So they had this organic growth, launch one product, from there, grow the range. So
Sure.
we're already in Japan now on our fifth product.
Okay.
It's going to be a wooden frame product that we're going to launch in Tokyo soon. That was their approach. Other countries like Denmark, for instance, they had an approach where it was more, it was a diverse range, but it seemed that the whiteboards became very popular there.
Okay.
So their best sellers are the Mini and the normal, the JL505, the whiteboard.
Wow.
The US is totally diverse. In the South African market, I would also say it's the whiteboards. So everybody had their different strategy, and it's just as if different countries like different products. But obviously the whiteboards with overlay is very, very popular. And we continue to obviously try to evaluate this, what's happening on a global scale, and how can we cross-pollinate and give that message across to all our partners and see, what value could that obviously have.